The main focus of this course will be the logical reasoning section, which currently makes up 1/3 of the exam, but is widely considered the heart of the LSAT. The reason for this is simple. The skills you learn in the logical reasoning section are highly applicable to both the reading comprehension and the logic game sections. For this reason, we'll be starting with LR. In the next 8 units, we're going to teach you everything that you need to know to master the logical reasoning section of the LSAT. A quick refresher. Each LR section has 25 or 26 questions. Like every other section, you have 35 minutes to answer all of these questions, giving you about 1 minute and 25 seconds per question. There are 3 parts to every LR question. This is the passage, this is called the question stem, and these are the answer choices. Fundamentally, logical reasoning is testing your argumentation skills, so the vast majority of the passages you encounter will either contain an argument or a set of facts that could later be turned into an argument. The question stem will ask you a question about the passage, the answer to which you select from one of the answer choices. While every passage is fairly unique, at least content-wise, the question stems are actually very repetitive. Depending on who you ask, there are anywhere from 15 to 20 different things that the question stems could ask you to do with a passage, and that's it. We call these groupings question type. The reason there's a range here instead of a precise number is that the LSAT doesn't officially release these categories, so there's some room for variation in how these groupings are made. For your reference, this course considers there to be 17 main LR question types. Now, understanding question types is certainly important for doing well in the LR section, but we strongly urge you not to fall into the trap that many students and many courses fall into by simply memorizing 15 to 20 different question type specific strategies. Remember our first LSAT commandment. The LSAT is not about knowledge, it's about skills. The questions are just a way for the LSAT to test your deeper understanding of the basic skills that go into thinking like a lawyer. I promise you, no judge is ever going to ask you a multiple choice question at trial. There might be, technically speaking, 17 different question types, but they're all ultimately only testing one central thing: your ability to understand and analyze arguments. If you can learn to understand arguments really, really well, you'll be able to answer anything the LSAT writers throw at you because you'll recognize that every single question type is simply asking you to do the same basic thing, just from a slightly different angle. Why would you waste your time learning 17 different strategies when you can focus on what the LSAT actually tests you on? If you wanted to pick apples from a tree, would you build 17 different ladders to reach each one, or simply climb the trunk to get to the top? You will become intimately familiar with the 17 LR question types by the end of this course, but it's important to remember that that is not the primary focus of the upcoming modules. Rather, our focus is going to be on turning you into an argument-analyzing wizard by having you master the fundamental skills of logic and argument analysis. Once you've gotten to that point, the questions are going to practically answer themselves. In the next video, we'll explore the 3 basic argument analysis skills that the LR section is testing.